Michelle, this has been called the family-friendly budget for election year. Any friendly moves in there for business?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think there was any really big surprises. It really is pretty much steady as she goes. But there is a bit of family focus, but it is lovely to see that there is a few incentives in there for business. In terms of research and development, we've had a lot of very innovative entrepreneurs in the past that really couldn't cash up their losses in terms of the money that they'd spent in research and development. And this budget allows for that. In fact, what they're talking about doing is actually providing a return of $58.1 million back into the economy in ways of releasing those losses back to those entrepreneurs who have been so innovative. So I think that's really positive. I think we need that in New Zealand, certainly in Rotorua. We want to see a bit of innovation and some new business going on there. Also some ACC cuts that are expected to occur over the next few years. Certainly the largest proportion of that is in terms of motor vehicle levies.
Well, that helps everybody, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's not just business, but that's everybody. But there's also something in there for employers and self-employed people as well. And those cuts are expected to start taking place over the next couple of years. So, yeah, those are really positive things, I think.
Right, so the bulk of the spending, the new spending in there, and the increases are going into health, education, the whole social field. That's got to be fairly important for Rotorua, I would have thought.
Definitely. I think the health, certainly the under 13 now having free GP visits and what have you, that's fantastic. I think that's really positive. We've also seen a fairly large lump of money being put into Māori economy, and I think that is, again, a fantastic thing for Rotorua. 30 million has been provided, 15 of that for whānau support-based activities, and the other 15 for Maori business development opportunities. So this area, given the Māori that we've got in this area, will definitely benefit from that. So that was really positive, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's about a quarter of the Maori economy nationally is based here, so
dead right,
it's got
yeah.
a benefit.
So they're all very, very positive. You know, and anything that's based around families, and it was really very much a family-based budget, I think. And families are going to see that a little bit more money coming back into their pockets. In terms of assistance with children and what have you. You know, certainly mothers that have just had children, the relief that they will get, or the money that they will get in terms of their newborn children, they'll get a tax credit now that goes from $150 up to $220 a week. You know, that's a substantial increase. That happens from the 1st of April 2015, and the abatement process, and we won't get into that because that's fairly complex, but that's also changed as well, which is actually going to provide more money back into those low to middle income families. So again, really positive for here.
Do you think it will increase both business and consumer confidence overall? It's very much steady as she goes running up to elections. Some people are used to getting an extra little bit before the election.
I think it I mean, we have had economic growth, and they're still predicting for there to be economic growth, and in fact they're predicting that that's going to go up to about 4%. There's been growth, and certainly we've had good growth in New Zealand. In terms of the OECD, you know, we were in the top 5, weren't we? So, I mean, that's fantastic. In terms of this particular area, I think it will provide more income, more disposable income in our local economy. That has to be positive. Yeah. Maybe they never got it in terms of direct tax cuts, but they've got it in a lot of other areas as well, you know, like around the health and the family support type areas and what have you, and certainly businesses got a bit as well. So, yeah, I think we will see that it will be quite positive.